heaven, Mac.
There's a lot of interesting things about the Mario franchise, so today I'm going to give you 20 things that you didn't know about Mario and the Mario series. That said, if you know everything on this list, congratulations, you've earned yourself a cookie. However, if I tell you something new, you have to leave a like and subscribe on the video, even though you should do that anyway. First things first, Mario's last name is Mario. During Japan's 30th anniversary for the Mario Bros. Series, Shigeru Miyamoto stated that Mario's full name is Mario Mario, and for Luigi, it's Luigi Mario. Back in 2012, Miyamoto actually had an interview with Game Informer, and he told them that during the production of the Mario Bros. Movie, someone suggested that the Mario brothers needed an actual last name, and someone suggested that it should just be Mario, and even though it was rather weird to have the name Mario Mario, they just kind of went with it, and there's a scene in the movie that actually references this. This piece of information really makes you rethink the entirety of the Mario Bros. Franchise. It's not called Mario Bros. Because it's Mario, but because these two are Mario brothers. You know, the last name is Mario. Interesting. Fact number 2, did you know that the Goombas actually used to be allied with the Mushroom Kingdom, but once the Koopa Troop kinda rose up with Bowser as their leader, they began to turn against the Mushroom Kingdom and join forces with Bowser. That said, not every Goomba is evil, as some of them still reside in Goomba Village and live peacefully among the Mushroom Kingdom inhabitants. I really hope this part of the Mario lore is explored more in the movie. Moving on to fact number 3, in 2022, just last year, Mario had the least amount of game releases for the entire franchise in 32 years. In the year 2022, the only 2 Mario games that were released is Mario + Rabbids Sparks of Hope and Mario Strikers Battle League. And the funniest thing about it is, these 2 games were not developed in-house, as they were outsourced to Ubisoft as well as Next Level Games. However, 32 years ago in 1990, Dr. Mario and Super Mario World were released as the only 2 games which were developed in-house. Here's another interesting fact for you for fact number 4. Did you know that Yoshi's full name is T. Yoshisaur Munchakoopas? In the year 1993, Nintendo released an official character manual that gave us a little insight on each of the characters in this series, or at least the ones featured in Super Mario World. Like for example, the reason why Bowser wants to conquer the Mushroom Kingdom is because he cannot stand the idea of happy fungi. Also, he has a hard time making friends. That was kind of like 3 facts in one, but you get the idea. Moving on to fact number 5, let's talk a bit about Wario and Mario's relation. Everyone knows that Mario and Luigi are brothers, this is just a well-known fact. That said, people seem to believe that Wario also finds himself into the mix, as he's also related to the 2 of them as well, being their cousin, although that's just not the truth. Wario is actually just a childhood rival of the 2 brothers, especially Mario. So if Wario is actually not related to Mario, does that mean his brother is Waluigi? Well, that's also not true, which takes us to fact number 6. Waluigi was actually just a hired actor by Wario. In an old Nintendo Power magazine, it described the relation between Wario and Waluigi as whenever Wario would be invited to Mario's lame parties or tennis tournaments, he would always feel left out of the fun. Mario had his brother Luigi he could team up with, but Wario was born an only child. He got all the attention as a child, which was awesome and totally great for him growing up, but now he didn't have a double tennis partner. So embarrassing. Yoshi laughed at him in front of everyone.
Wah!
Wario wouldn't be embarrassed ever again. He went online to an actor for hire site and lo and behold, there he was, and this takes us to fact number 7, Waluigi's real name, Jimmy Papadopoulos. Over time, this actor would change his name from Jimmy to Waluigi, and that's actually his name now. And also, of course, his relationship with Wario would begin to turn into a friendship. Speaking of relationships turning into friendships, we have to talk about Mario's relationship to Sonic. Did you know that Mario wears blue to honor Sonic the Hedgehog? Well, actually, I had a little interview with Mario in New York City, and this is exactly what he said.
Hey, how are you today? It's me, Mario.
Hey Mario, you friends with Sonic?
Oh, I love Sonic too. He's got blue and I always wear blue just to think about Sonic, you know? Huh?
Okay, you know what? Let's move on to something that you guys think you might know. Okay, so you probably all heard that Daisy has a 3rd eye on her Super Smash Bros. Melee trophy. What if I told you that there was a bug that enabled her to have way more than 3 eyes? According to Super Mario Bros., the eye texture is actually tilted across the entirety of her head, and the developers made the copies invisible, missing the one in the back. How something like this happens, I have no idea. But let's talk about fact number 10 now, and that is that Mario has a tattoo, or he had one. Back when the Game Boy Advance was kinda out and poppin', there was a Game Boy Advance Tribal Edition released, and this allowed Mario to get a tribal tattoo in the promotional art. Now the reason I say Mario had a tattoo is because this was just featured in the promotional art. When it comes to games like Mario Odyssey where you can have Mario completely shirtless, this tattoo is just not there. So maybe Mario got it removed. Speaking of things being removed, in fact number 11, there was a popular belief that Toad actually wore a hat, and this little red and white part was that said hat. That said, Toad actually does not wear a hat, and this is part of his head. Prior to the release of Super Mario Odyssey, producer Yoshiaki Koizumi said, so that, as it turns out, is actually Toad's head. I'm gonna have to leave it all to you to figure out exactly how that works. Maybe there's something inside. You see, this is actually rather interesting because years ago during the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, this was actually a hat, and Toad on occasion took it off, but here in the games we know that that's just not the case. Switching gears here to fact number 12, did you know the direct translation from Luigi's name from Italian to English is Renowned Warrior? I think there's definitely a level of irony here, and Nintendo definitely knew what they were doing, because when you think about Luigi, you don't think about a warrior, or a famous warrior. You think about, someone who's kind of a coward. And while we're already on the subject of Luigi, with fact number 13, did you know that Luigi had his own year? Nearly 10 years ago, Nintendo launched a campaign titled Year of Luigi, and this is the real fact here, since pretty much everyone already knows that. Unfortunately, Nintendo lost $456 million on the campaign. The Year of Luigi campaign was meant to celebrate Luigi's 30th anniversary, so they released a bunch of collectible console items with Luigi-themed 3DSs, and same goes for the games as well, being, Luigi-themed, with Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, Mario and Luigi Dream Team, New Super Luigi U, and so many more. There's even a really nice promotional recording of Luigi talking about his campaign, and I'll play it for you here.
Hello? Is this on? Are we ready? Testing. 1, 2, 3. Okie dokie. I'm just gonna start. Hello, everybody. It's me, Luigi. Ho ho! I don't like to brag too much, but this is the year of Luigi, or as I like to call it, the year of me, because I'm Luigi. I'm been pretty busy this year, dealing with a lot of ghosts. These days, even taking a nap seems to be like work for some reason. I'm also starting a new Super Luigi U. Ho! Usually, my big brother Mario gets all the attention, so this has been a lot of pressure for me. Oh, mamma mia! Lots of people have been playing my game. Oh yeah! First, you could download it, and now you can buy it in stores too. So I guess now I have to be in 2 places at once. I'm going to finish with a joke. Okie dokie. This is Luigi's joke. What wears green, competes with Mario, and wears an L on his head? Do you give up? Okie dokie. Answer? A Koopa wearing an L on his head. Why is nobody laughing? Hello? Is this on? Mr. Microphone? Hello? Well, I guess it's okay. We can edit that out later, right? Owie, I hit my head.
Yeah, I really don't know how this campaign failed. Alright, but let's talk about fact number 14, and that's the true meaning behind Bowser Jr.'s clown car, or the clown car shared by the Koopalings. Now, oftentimes when you see promotional art with the Koopalings, you'll see them all inside one big clown car, and they're kind of stacked up on top of each other. And there's a real meaning behind this because there's like a really old joke about how when you see a clown car, you'll see like a million clowns just kind of run out of the car, and it will be this really tiny car. But here with the Koopalings, it's almost as if to say it's the same thing. The Koopalings are clowns, and the car itself is supposed to serve as that clown car. And while we're on the subject of the Koopalings, with fact number 15, the Koopalings are not Bowser's kids. The only kid that Bowser has is Bowser Jr. And that takes us to fact number 16. Did you know that Bowser Jr.'s mother is not actually an in-game character? It's Shigeru Miyamoto himself. In a video titled Mario Myths with Mr. Miyamoto, he answered the heavy-hitting question: do you know who Bowser Jr.'s mother is? And this is exactly how he responded.
Wow.
Unfortunately, I don't know if we'll ever get like an actual game answer to this, but at this current point in time, this is the answer. But anyway, it's time for fact number 17. Did you know that Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, Donkey Kong, Wario, and Bowser were known as the 7 Star Children? Essentially what this means is when they were babies, they were known to have extraordinary amounts of power and a very high potential. Speaking of extraordinarily powerful beings, let's talk about Yellow Toad for a minute, and specifically the one featured in Mario Galaxy. Now this toad is always found sleeping, and at one point it seems to know Bowser's weakness. It says, and Bowser's weakness is... ... So we don't know what the true weakness this Yellow Toad is talking about, but if he knows something that we don't, then we should probably see if we can get some information. Moving on to the penultimate fact of the video, did you know that Mario's first job was as a carpenter? Of course, this is way back during the Donkey Kong days and before Mario is the way we see him now. And finally, with the last fact of the video, did you know that Mario at one time defeated and captured Bowser and held him at gunpoint? In the Japanese anime Super Mario Momotaro, Mario gets a gun from Peach's father and uses it to threaten Bowser in the anime. This anime was released in 1989, so the designs for the characters still pretty much hold up to today. This is certainly probably the most interesting fact I think I have on the list. But what do you guys think? What was the best fact that you heard in today's video? Did you know everything, or did you maybe learn a couple new things? Let me know in the comment section down below, and also if you got your cookie, if you knew everything. That said, thank you all again so much for watching. This is Sonic signing out. Have a super blessed day, y'all.
Why are you playing that trash?